you have a collect call from
Taylor.
an inmate at the Washington Correctional Center. To accept the call, press 5.
There's nothing like waking up to the sound of clacking and buzzing as the doors crack in the morning after count clears. Waking up to the reality of life in prison. For some, it's just a stop along their journey, a milepost, an experience. For others, it is a revolving door, in and out, and that's their way of life, stuck in the cycle, pulling and eating away at them. And then for some, it becomes their destination, as the hammer came down and that judge issued them a death sentence. The slow way, by way of life in prison. This is The Life of a Lifer by Taylor Conway.
Keep on walking down the line. Keep on walking down the line. Keep on walking down that street. Keep on walking down the line.
Hello, friends and family. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. Today we got an exciting program. I'm really stoked about this. Today I'm going to be interviewing singer and rapper Seth Anthony, a man who has been able to overcome the odds and take adversity and whip its ass, man. Though it's a continuous struggle and an uphill battle, this man won't stop. He's not going to stop. He's going to get it. And he's getting there. He's grinding and he's making it happen. He's an example. He's an example of what change really is about. And change is a state of mind. And I wrote about this in my book called The Convicted Entrepreneur. He's taken the discipline he gained through years and years of doing time and transformed that into a career. He's taken this huge negative and made it into an even bigger positive. And what I like most about this dude is how humble he is, and yet he's got such a confident style and swag, and he's unwilling to sell out. He keeps it 100,000. He keeps it all the way real. I can't do anything but respect this man, and that's why I support everything he's doing. You'll see Seth on the cover of the next issue of Inside Design Conviction, the magazine, which is coming out in late January. Really excited about that too, and you'll get more of the full story of his journey along the way. Also coming out later on in January, towards the end of January, is the Free Taylor Project album. And that's an album that I did together with my good friend and my brother, Caleb Twidwell. We wrote these songs inside a prison over 5 years ago while we were serving time together, and he's since got it out and been able to really take his music and take what he's done, and though he's had a lot of struggles along the way, he's such a talented guy. And I really am appreciative and happy to be able to, though we've butted heads along the way and things haven't been easy and perfect, and there's plenty of different triumph or struggles that we've had to triumph over, and been able to overcome these things and put together this album that we created with a guitar and just being able to sit down and really write, coming from a perspective of somebody doing life in prison, and there's also some nice feel-good songs on there anyways, and I also added an additional song that I wrote called Walk the Line, which Caleb is doing some rapping on that as well. We made this journey happen. We've released the 2 singles already, Walk the Line and So Cold, which you can find out right now, and those will also be on the Free Taylor Project. We put this album out on our independent label, or we put these songs out on our independent label, Design Conviction Entertainment, which this album is going to be the first album that we drop off of there. And we'll see what happens with that, man. We really want to do something that is coming from inside and get it out there so people can really see that there's a lot of talent locked away inside these walls and fences. But on a different note, I want to take a moment and talk about something that has me sad right now. I got a little bit of bad news, and that is, it's a program that I've been doing for, about the last year and a half or something like that, and it got put on hold. The Toastmasters program, I've talked about it before, but Toastmasters is something that has really helped me to learn how to communicate and articulate myself better. It's such a positive outlet and given me the tools to be able to communicate with words instead of other ways of communication, such as, lashing out in anger or getting upset about everything. To be able to just sit back and be able to communicate and learn these positive leadership skills, which I had, but this has been able to cultivate those things. So it is unfortunate, and I'm truly saddened that our sponsors have had to step back. They have health issues and personal reasons, so they're not able to come anymore. So I'm really bummed out about that. And until we can find new sponsors to come in and help us to be able to make sure that this program continues to grow, we're not going to be able to do it. I love the environment that Toastmasters creates. That's what's the coolest thing about it. It's a space where you're able to really kind of just get away from everything else that goes on in prison and have the curriculum that you follow throughout, and it just really cultivates and helps you to develop these skills that help us to grow as people and express ourselves in a constructive way. Like I said, man, being able to communicate is such an important thing in life, especially in this environment. And I cherish that. And I hope that we're able to find some new sponsors soon. I mean, if you're listening and you're interested in this and you're around the Olympia, Aberdeen area in Washington State, and you have anything to do with Toastmasters or you're even interested by it and you want to get involved in it, feel free to reach out to us and we can try to put you in touch with the right people to make that happen, because, man, this is something that really does change lives. I've seen hardened thugs come into Toastmasters and within a couple of months begin to change their perspective. It's all about the perspective on the way you look at things. And it's such a cool thing to see that. There's even a club out there on the streets that it's called the Inside Out Toastmasters, which consists of men and women who were formerly incarcerated, as well as advocates who advocate for the incarcerated and formerly incarcerated to help with reintegrating back into society. And this program is continuing to help them on their journey as they get out of prison. So it's a great support system. And having the clubs available in prison and then being able to transition out there for other people to get involved with it, and the Toastmasters organization is huge. So, I mean, it's the best program I've ever been a part of in here and had the opportunity to experience. I'm actually the president of one of our clubs here where I'm at right now, a Gavel Club, which we're working on getting chartered. And what it means to be in a charter club is to be recognized by Toastmasters International. And so, you have to pay dues, and people actually come in and help us to make that like a legitimate thing. Those are like legitimate credentials that people can get, and they can take those and transfer those into real, like, things you can put on your resume and stuff like that. Not to mention just being able to have a more positive environment within the prison system. It really helps with that. It really helps with being able to communicate your issues better, being able to actually work on rehabilitation and not just punishment. So I really believe in the Toastmasters program, and, maybe you don't live in this area, you've never even heard of it, but you want to know more about it. I would encourage you to go to the ninthwavetoastmaster.com website, and you can learn more about it. That's the number 9th Toastmasters.com, and you can see different ways in which you could contribute and be a part of it, and, basically contribute to the rehabilitation of people within prison, to where the hope is when they get out and they transition out, they will have better set of skills to work with and be, a more productive member of society. That's the hope. So, without further ado, though, I would like to get into this interview, and let's see if we can get Seth on the line here. One more thing, though, I want to give Seth a big congratulations, as he's just announced that his girl's about to have a baby, and I think that that's so cool, and I'm sure that he's going to be a great father. I'm really happy for you, man, but right now, let's get into this interview. I think we got him here, so thank you very much, and look forward to what's to come. Hey, Seth, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, Bubba. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. It's glad to hear you again.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for coming on the show, bro.
Yeah, of course, brother. Of course, man. I respect what you're doing, man. So 100%, man.
That means a lot to me. It really does. I know you're a busy man, so I'm glad that we got you here. As a matter of fact, you know what? Earlier today, I was in there checking on JPay, man, where I get the music at, and I was searching through the top albums list, and man, I seen your song on there, Rebel Road, bro. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, man.
I know it's been climbing on the charts, but shit.
Yeah, man. It's it feels really good, man, because I put my heart into all my music, man, and just that gratification, man. It feels like I wrote that song about being in prison. You know what I mean? So
right, that's what grabbed me about it.
Yeah, man. So it's like for people to just be so responsive with it, it means a lot, man. Because I'm just real with my music, man. I sing or I rap or whatever I do, man. I do it from my heart, and I do it 100% from my heart, man. You know what I've been through, my life, man. And just for people, for it to get that much attention, man, it makes me feel good. It's like all the hard work I'm putting into this, it's paying off,
That's great, man. I can tell, too, when I listen to it, it's like, I don't want to talk bad about other people, but I hear a lot of these country rap songs, and they're trash, man. They don't sound good. There's not good production on them, It just sounds like some dude talking over a beat.
You can only rap so much about Yetis and big trucks and mud holes, man. You know what I mean? So I try to open my mind up, man, and just literally, when I started doing this music, I said, you know what? What would I listen to? And I said, I would like to listen to somebody that's being real, that's been in prison, sold drugs, hooked on drugs, just went through the ringer, man, and then, you know what I mean, and talked about it, not ashamed of it, not trying to hide it, nothing, man. So that's what I was doing, man, and since I've been doing that, literally, I've been doing music for 22 months now, professionally, and I got millions of views. I'm all over. I'm about to go on tour. It changed my life, man, and it feels good because, that's why I would never sign to a record label, because I want to sing and rap or make the kind of music that makes me happy, man. I don't want to sit there and make any kind of music for album sales or this or that. You know what I mean? So to do what you want to do and have that passion just really feels good, man. It really feels good.
That's definitely an amazing thing, to be able to have the freedom to just, however you see it, however you feel it, you put it down, and it comes through, man. Because that shit touched me right in the soul, man. I could feel it. And those are songs, man, too, that you can listen to time and time again, and they don't get old. And that's the great thing about it.
Yeah, I still listen to them all the time, man. I made
How does it feel to listen to your music?
It doesn't really bother me, man. The only thing that bothers me is I'm so obsessed with my music, man, and literally obsessed with it. My girl, I'll be in the living room, and my girl is like, "Baby, it's midnight. You got to go to the studio." I'm like, "I'm just gotta finish this part for the song." And she'll wake up. It's 4:00 in the morning. I'm still sitting out there writing and refining things. So when I hear my music, I love it, but I'm always like, "Damn, I should have did that right there." Oh man, I would have just done it. You know what I mean? So I pick it apart. That's the only.
I know what you mean.
I love it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. Whenever I write music, I do the same thing, bro. I just, once it's done and it's down and you're like, damn, I should have done this. I should have said it like that or something, you know what I mean?
Exactly, man.
But it shows, because that's what makes great music, man. That really getting passionate about it and getting into it. You know what's funny is not only was it on the JPay, but then I was telling Cecilia's assistant, Sarah, about that. She's kind of looking after some of our social media stuff. She's involved with that, and I was telling her, hey, Seth's Rebel Road song, it's on the top songs on JPay. And she was like, wow, because I was just looking at Facebook, and he's trending on there with the video for that. I was like, damn, he's blowing up right now.
Yeah, man. It's doing really good, man. And I just released a new video on Roughneck Remedy off my new album I'm dropping, 2020 Vision. And things are just coming together, man. It's kind of just like that old saying, real recognizes real, man. Like, there's not one person on the streets or in prison that could say that I'm not real, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I keep it real, man, you know what I mean? And I didn't live the best life. I didn't live the worst life. I was just real throughout my whole life and went through a lot of fucking shit. You know what I mean? So I just put that into the music, and people just relate to it, man, because, everybody, this is my problem in the music industry, man, and this is my real problem, is people that start getting a little clout and they do music, they want to act like they're just like on this high pedestal, and I'm this person, or I'm this. Nah, man, because you know what? Fuck that. You're a human being, and you still go through shit. People want to relate to you, man, so be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't stand that, because that's how I'm a normal guy, man. I'm a normal dude, man, that just loves to make fucking music and knows how to rap my ass off. And I learned it because I did fucking years and years and years of prison. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing else to do but write letters or write music or work out, or, you know what I mean? So, I'm just a different level than a lot of these dudes, man.
Yeah, man, don't get no realer than that right there, bro. And you said it best when you say that, you're just a person just like any other person. You're not better than nobody else for doing it. And it just shows that I reached out to you, man, and you responded, because real recognized real, man, And
of course, man.
I just want to tell you that's cool, bro. You're like a real down-to-earth dude. Yeah. And,
I gotta be, man. I get hit up for these interviews left and right, man. And the only reason I did this is because a lot of people are just trying to get clout, or, oh, this guy's blowing up, or he's doing all this and he's willing to do an interview. I won't do a lot of them. The only interviews that you'll see on my go on YouTube and pull me up is about prison, because I want to inform people, man. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. And they really see who the fuck I am, man. You know what I mean? So when I reached out to you and I clicked on your podcast, I was like, all right. I see the name that called me. I'm looking up. I'm like, okay, he's trying to do something. And then I see, oh shit, he's locked up. And when you talk to me on the podcast and you say, man, the music hits you, I said, man, I'd be a fake motherfucker, man, if I didn't fuck with this dude, because you know what? I was there. So I'm out here now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not. I'm just a real person. You know what I mean? I fully back everything you're doing, man. You know what I mean? And I tip my hat to you, brother, because it's hard to get caught up and twisted up in some bullshit when you're behind the bars, man. I was there for a long time. You know what I mean? So it's just, I tip my hat to you. I respect what you're doing, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. This shit ain't easy, bro. But you know what? This is the stuff right here, what we're doing. This is what keeps me going, man. Because I'm serving a life without sentence, and, man, you got to have something to live for, you know what I mean? I'm still struggling and fighting for my life with my appeals and shit like that. I didn't get done fairly, man. But at the same time, I'm not complaining about it. I'm doing something about it, and I'm doing something with my life despite the odds, despite the situation. I'm not going to make that something that I, just dwell on and sit here fucking depressed and everything, man. But, it's cool that you recognize that shit, man. And,
course,
so anyways, bro, I really do appreciate that, man. And so anyways, as I was talking to you, as I found out a little bit more about what you got going on, I hear that you're going down to to Nashville to shoot a video with Struggle Jennings.
Yeah, man. I got the new album coming out, 2020 Vision.
Okay.
So me and Struggle Jennings, you know what I mean? He's well known. He did all the Waylon and Willie's with Jelly Roll. My producer is good friends with him, and that's his DJ and producer. So I was like, hey man, let's make the play, man. I'm trying to climb the ladder. Let's do it. So we did the song together. I went to his show and got on his tour bus. And I'm like, yo, bro, what's up, man? I was like, we need to do this video. He's like, all right, you got to come to Nashville, though. So I booked the tickets for me and the video guy. We're bringing all the gear, and we're going to go knock this video out, man, for the album. And, yeah, I'm going to make a vlog and everything. Like I was telling the assistant or whoever it was I was talking to, you guys are going to be sending me some gear, man. You guys send me that gear, man. And the vlogs, I'm making everything. I'll wear it and represent. Shout out to you, man. Free Taylor, you know what I mean? So I'm all for, looking out, man.
Yeah, man, that's cool, man. Yeah, we shot it to you, man, so I hope you get it before you leave. And,
yeah, I hope I do too, man.
You're going to represent it. It's the Free Taylor Project, man. It's actually an album that we made with, a dude, a good friend of mine, man. He's like my brother. That he was in prison with me. We did time together, and he's an amazing musician himself. He's a really talented singer. So, we did the Free Taylor Project, and it's got some really, really hard hitting songs. It's like a variety of songs, man. You getting some rock, some country,
Sweet.
And even a little bit of rap on there, bro. And you know what I mean? That's something that I'm really get passionate about myself, man, is writing music.
Is that song,
really
the song that you sent me, is that on that album you're talking about?
It's gonna be on there, yeah. The So Cold song and the Walk the Line song are the ones we released, those two singles that we're gonna put on the album. And yeah, man, it's gonna come out in January actually as well. Probably the end of January we're gonna put it out. And you know what I mean? It's just supporting positive shit that we're doing and getting the message out there, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, check it out. Check what this dude's doing and come support it. And it's good music, bro. Like, this music came out of the inside. You know what I mean? We recorded a demo inside when we still had a music room that had some recording equipment, some old stuff you recorded on tape deck, and it was just a guitar and some singing, man. And we ended up being able to take that project and bring it out to the streets with my friend Caleb Twidwell. When he got out, we got in contact years later and ended up making it come to life, man. And now we're going to really make it happen. So I'm hoping that
your boy
that
Caleb,
takes off.
I checked out I'm really feeling the So Cold song. He's got a good voice, man. When I was listening to it, I was like, man, if you could just throw like a rap verse into that So Cold song, it would be really dope, man. Because he's killing it on that song.
Dude, that would be a good idea, man. Maybe we could talk about the remix sometime.
Yeah, yeah, man.
That would be cool. But what we did talk about was we talked about doing this Renegade song. So I threw it out there, man, that I wrote this song that I think would be right in your wheelhouse, and sent you over the song. It reminded me of something that would fit perfectly with you, man. Like, it resonated with you being able to do the song, man. And I reached out to you, and you said that you were interested, bro. So tell me about what you think about the song, man.
I really feel like I said, when I read when some people send me music, I read the lyrics, and when I read the lyrics, I instantly knew they were real because I've been in the same places that you're at. You know what I'm saying? So I felt it 100%, man, and I'm really down to I'm really busy and I'm finishing the album. I got another project coming. I'm about to go on tour, but I'll definitely squeeze in some time, man, and find some time, man, and we'll knock the track out, man, and represent, man.
That's what's up, man, because, I couldn't do this song with anybody that hadn't done time, you know what I mean?
Of course, man. Of course, man.
And then, we're going to get Caleb to do, he's going to sing the hook, and you're going to rap line.
Yeah, I'm down, brother. Definitely down.
All right, bro. All right, man. That's gonna be a hit, man. I know that with what you got to put into it, and that producer that's gonna be producing it, that it's gonna be a hit, man. And the beat's a good beat too, man. And with what we get put on it, that's gonna be a hit song, bro.
Definitely, man. I'm definitely down, brother. It's a good song.
So the one other thing I wanted to ask you about, man, because I think from what I understand, you're an independent artist, right?
100%, bro. 100%.
So are you trying to get a deal, or are you trying to stay independent?
No, I'll never sign a deal, man. I already had a couple record labels already come to me, and a middleman try to come to me and everything, and you know, the last deal was good. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not. It's a good deal, but this is why I'll never sign a deal. Because right now, if I want to talk about prison, or if I want to talk about my woman, or if I want to talk about my mom and dad dying, whatever I want, however I want to sing it, rap it, however I want to do it, I can do it, because there's no one telling me, oh, this album sales is this, and this is what it's generating right now, and the analytics show. Fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? I just watched a video right before I got on this podcast with you, and dude said, you know, the minute you start making music for album sales, it's fake. You know what I mean? You make the music, man, because it's from your heart, and that's why people relate to it. So, and I already know the game within record labels, man. Everybody should be independent, man. You just gotta go get it. You gotta get it, man. It's not handed to you. It's not handed to you. You gotta grind, man. You gotta grind, and you gotta network, and you gotta put the content on. You gotta put real lyrics, and you gotta have talent, and build a team behind you, man. That's what it's all about, man. You know what I mean? I was in prison so long, and that's why I'm ahead of the game behind these dudes, because I have street knowledge and music knowledge combined, man. So it's like, you know, I'm killing it, man, because I have the drive way harder. I've been in situations I've never been in where my mind thinks a lot different than theirs do, man. You know what I mean? So I would never sign a deal, man, ever.
Okay, well, say it then, man. Said that with some passion, bro.
Yeah, I'm passionate about this music,
I hear
brother.
you. I'm a strong believer in that, man. You know, I really like it. I like where you're coming from. I like the way you think, and there's definitely something about it happening.
Look at it like this. This is how I look at it, brother. This is how I look at it, man. If I'm working in construction, I still work. I still work every day. That's how much I want it and get it. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning, go to work, do commercial concrete, bust my ass, climb the walls, doing this crazy ass work, come home, write music, and record my songs and do videos on the weekends. Now, let me tell you something. I'll never change that fire I have in me. I'll never change that, man. So a record label, what is that going to do? You're going to give me some money and then you're going to own me? You see what I'm saying, man? That the fire in me, man, it will be taken away because it's like someone's dictating your future. When I walked up in prison gates, I made a promise to myself that no man will ever disrespect me or tell me what to do ever again. I'm free. You know what I mean? So that's why it's just, I can't do that. You know what I mean? It's just something with me I can't do. You know what I mean? So I'm passionate about it because I'm passionate about it, man. You know what I mean? It's just, it fires me up, man. My producer's like, Seth, calm down. I'm like, dude, you don't understand, man. I'm bleeding behind this music, man. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, this is not just like, people just don't get I'm ahead of the game because of the shit I went through. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And that's the drive that other people that have been in your situation could look to and hear this. If there's anybody listening that, you know, is an aspiring artist of any type,
course,
you know,
man,
that hears this story of yours, you know, and they could be inspired by it themselves to understand, you know, that you can take what you've been through and turn that into art.
You always
whether
can.
it's music.
You always can, man.
Whatever kind of art
always.
it is, man.
Because you know what, man? Let me tell you. No, you're gonna. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Whoever's listening, that's been incarcerated will resonate with this, man. And I'm gonna tell you what. Just say you're in the world. I'm in the world right now. People wake up on the wrong side of the bed You see what I'm saying? People walk. It's human nature. You wake up in a bad mood and on the wrong side of the bed. But guess what, man? When you wake up in a bad mood and on the wrong side of the bed in prison, it's not a fucking good day, man. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers telling you when to eat, when to sleep, count this, blah, blah, lockdown this, the phone cut off, or you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, there's so much more shit that weighs up on you when you're having a fucking bad day, that if you can get through that, you can get through anything, man. So that's why I said I'm ahead of the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people just don't understand what it's like, man, to sit there and worry about your loved ones and nobody gives a fuck about you, or this motherfucker's trying you, or there's pressure on the compound, man. I gotta walk, you know what I'm saying? So unless you live that, you know what I'm saying, people will never understand. That's where that fire comes from, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I've been there, man. So it's like, nothing can stop what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what I'm fucking doing. And people are gonna have to relate to it because it's real. They have no choice to. You know what I mean?
Whoo! That's some heat right there, man. That's some heat. Straight up.
Yeah, man.
I might have to put that on the back side of the album, bro.
Yeah, put it on there, Bubba.
Yeah, man.
Put that on there, man.
Because that, I mean, people need to hear that message right there, man. You know, it don't get no realer than that, bro.
Yeah, it's just real. I'm just being real.
So I know that you're busy, bro. I know you got places to go and things to do, man. You're grinding, man. But I just got one last question for you, if I could.
Yeah, what's up, Bubba?
So, man, you know, I'm serving a life without the possibility of parole sentencing here. And, you know, I would appreciate getting your take on what you think about life sentences.
Well, to a person that was incarcerated for many, 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 many years and been locked up since I was 14 years old and on and off, man, my personal opinion, and I really don't answer questions like this, like just like I don't answer questions about politics, because it's just a huge debate, man. But I'm going to answer it because I respect what you're doing. I don't agree with it, man. I don't feel like the system is so fucked up, man, where they don't give a fuck what your situation was, or if you see them, they don't care about the situation or anything, the circumstances of the situation. They just look at them points, and you got a shitty public defender that's working in cahoots with the fucking state's attorney, and you know what they do? They look at that money. They'll get that money, and they'll fucking ruin somebody's life, man. About fucking, you know what I'm saying? No matter how severe it is, man. I don't think you should take somebody's fucking life away forever because of one incident. Yeah, you know, sometimes people make mistakes and you need to get punished for that. I needed to go to prison for the fucked up shit I did. But guess what? I did my time and got out, and look what I'm doing now, man. Look what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? So for you to give a person life behind something for one incident, I think is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
That's a mic dropper right there, bro. You know, I appreciate you coming on here, man, and being so passionate and really speaking your mind and speaking your heart.
Of course, brother.
It means a lot to me.
I respect what you're doing, man. I really respect what you're doing. I'm not just telling you that. I'm 100% with you, man, because, you know, a couple of times since I got out, I could be sitting right there next to you, bro. You don't understand, man. You know, you get out of prison, your mind's fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still dealing with society, man. And I wig out sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit just fucks you up when you get out. You know what I mean? So I'm all for what you're doing, man. And you're being positive, bro. And you know, positive people make it in this world, no matter what circumstances they're in. They make it. You know what I mean? So that's just something you gotta. I just respect about what you're doing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, likewise, man. I really respect what you're doing, man. I'm a big fan, and I can't wait to hear the album, bro. And I'd like to do a follow-up with you later on, you know, maybe after the album drops, or maybe, you know, at some point do a follow-up and see how you're doing. And definitely after we do this Renegade song, bro. Maybe we can do it at that time. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. And good luck next week down doing that video shoot, bro. And just keep doing the hard work, bro. Keep grinding out there, man, because you're getting it.
Yeah, thanks, Bubba. Keep your head up in there, man.
All right, brother.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
it,
Good
man.
talking to you, Bubba.
You have a good one, man.
All
Absolutely.
right, too, Bubba. All right, peace.
All right. Peace, man. If you want to find out more about Seth, you can find him at Seth Anthony CM. That's CM as in country music on Instagram. Follow him. Check out what he's got going on. Get his new album when it comes out. I know it's going to be dope. This dude's really doing it, and I just got to say I really support this guy and what he's doing, and I hope that we can continue to move forward and feed off of each other in the positive direction that these things are going in, and I encourage, and I'm a big fan. So I really thank and appreciate Seth for coming on the show and telling his story, and I look forward to being able to write this article about him and have that come out and have him be on the cover of our next issue of Inside Design Conviction, the magazine. So at this time, this is the segment in the show where we like to do a question and answer. And if you got any questions and you're listening to this and you want to know the answer to it, go ahead and hit us up at A Life of a Lifer on Instagram or the Design Conviction page, lifeofalifer.com. You can find us on all of these different pages, and I want you to know that I will answer your question. Whether it gets answered on the show or not, it will get answered. So thank you very much for your support. And today we got a question from somebody, and it's a question that I feel like a lot of people might have, so it'll be interesting to figure it out. And I'll answer it to the best that I can, to the best of my ability. So what is it like to deal with the day-to-day of life in prison and do all the things you're doing? I mean, it's kind of a general question, but at the same time, something that, as I think about it for a second, I think, like, prison is such a complex environment. There's so many different variables. You know, things can change within a second, and we could all be, you know, have the life. There's so many changes that have happened since I've been in prison along the way that reshape basically the environment that you're in. And prison's like a microcosm of society in and of itself, in which you're under a microscope. Everything you do is monitored, and there are rules for everything. It's difficult to navigate these rules, which are set by the state, but then within that is a whole other set of rules and conduct. So you really have to walk a fine line. I mean, and it depends on what you're doing, too. There's so many variables at play, like I said. So if you're not vigilant in everything that you do, one wrong step could have your whole world flipped upside down. And everything changed. Everything that you thought that you had is gone. So it really comes into balance, especially if you're trying to do something with yourself outside of the normal day-to-day life of prison. It's a balance of being aware of your surroundings. And what I do, I stay busy with my time. I grind it out. I'm involved in a number of positive programs. I try to stay involved in that as much as I can because it keeps my mind busy. It keeps me active in working towards becoming a better person. And the biggest thing for me is if I can inspire somebody else to do something different with their lives so they don't keep coming back here to visit me, doing life in freaking prison. It's something that I'm very passionate about because I love to hear these success stories of people that get out and they do something different, man. I hate it when I see these people keep coming back in like a revolving door. It just saddens me, really. It really saddens me. It hurts me. I don't even like to think about it because it happens so often. I've seen people come back 5-6 times since I've been in prison these last 14 years. And I truly want to stop seeing that happen because there's so much more to life. And you can use these tools that you can create within yourself by doing this time to really have a success. And that's why Seth Anthony's story is so powerful, is because he used what he went through to make himself a success. and he's just seeing more and more success with it. So it inspires me to do even better and to go even further, because I know that other people can do that as well, and I want to inspire that in them. So thank you very much for tuning in. I just want to give a big thank you to everybody who makes this possible, and I really, really want to say that I appreciate all the listeners. Anybody listening who has a question, like I said, hit us up, and we will get back to you. All right. Have a nice day.